Let's take a look and see how we're able to get such consistent, extraordinary results with our clients here at MindFix. Most programs out there help you work towards what it is you consciously desire. You want to feel happier. You want to have fulfilling relationships. And perhaps you want to build your business. So, when you engage in most coaching programs or personal development programs, or you read a self-help book, what happens is these options attempt to change your mind. They try to make you feel like you're more confident. They try to help you rewrite stories that seem to be showing up in your mind. They try to help you experience more calm and more ease. The challenge is all of these options work with your conscious mind. We're able to help our clients get such extraordinary results at MindFix because we actually work primarily with the subconscious. If you think about your mind like an iceberg, the conscious mind is the part that you're aware of. It's the part above the surface. It's the part where you have your willpower and your logic and your analytical reasoning skills. And oftentimes that's what you use to try and achieve your goals. You try to push through challenges with your willpower and use your logic to overcome sticky situations. Oftentimes that works, and we're very successful in life until we're not. Sometimes it feels like we hit resistance or there's friction, or some people will even say it feels like I've run into an invisible brick wall. It feels like I'm holding myself back and I don't know why I'm not getting the results that I want to get. I don't know why I can't feel the way I want to feel. It seems like I have the knowledge. It seems like up here in my mind, I've got the skills and the desire and the resources I need to achieve my goals, but there's just something in the way. Sometimes people even go, I don't know what's wrong. Feels like I'm so stuck. So when people come to MindFix, what we actually do is we go beneath the surface. We look at the programs that are running in the background of someone's mind, not what they're necessarily consciously aware of, but what's underneath the surface. Most of the time, we have subconscious programs running. These minus signs kind of represent these lines of code, and they're on loop. They play over and over and over again, nonstop in our head every day, like records, broken records that just keep going. Now, these lines of code, these are often called beliefs or belief systems. And what happens is when we're young, usually from the age of 0 to the age of 7, they get embedded in our subconscious and they run how we live our life. In fact, our conscious mind, what we're aware of, is only about 5% of our decisions and our choices and our actions. On the other hand, our subconscious mind, it's about 95%. So these lines of code that we picked up when we're younger, we may or may not be aware of them. But what happens is more often than not, when people are stuck, we find that these lines of code, these beliefs, these programs are pulling people in the opposite direction of where they say they consciously want to go. So someone may want to build a business and they may want to make more money, but in the back of their mind, in their subconscious, they have lines of code that say money is the root of all evil. Or if I have a successful business, I'm going to lose a happy family life. Or people who make a lot of money are greedy. Now, up here in the conscious mind, you may not agree with it. You may not even be aware you have those programs. But if they're running in the background, there is absolutely energy being expended. So you don't hear that and you're not being driven by it. This is where some people will say it feels like I've got a tug of war going on. Part of me wants to go this way, but I feel like another part of me is pulling me in the opposite direction and I don't know why. I'm procrastinating doing things. I'm feeling anxious every time I start to move forward towards my goals. And this push and pull is because oftentimes what our conscious mind desires is not what our subconscious mind thinks will keep us safe. What's even more interesting and what we've discovered at MindFix is that there's another layer. If you think about the mind as an iceberg, it's the layer that is where the water, like the sunlight, doesn't penetrate down this deep. It's the part of our mind where we don't even know what's in there. We may have lines of code that we don't want to acknowledge. We may have memories that are stored away. We may have conflicting conclusions that we've come to. And what's happening is these things are outside of our awareness. We wouldn't even know to bring them up to talk to a therapist or a coach or a friend, even if we were in conversation for years. We often call these the black boxes of our mind. They're the things that are impacting us, but we're not aware of them. This is really challenging when people work with coaches, or they try to do self-development, or they try to work with programs, and they create lists of what they want to work on, but they're not aware of these programs running in the background. These programs often act as anchors that pull us down, again, away from what we consciously desire. So what we do at MindFix is very, very simple. We come in, and not only do we identify these negative loops and these programs that are running in the background, we delete them, we clear them. When they get cleared, the pull in the opposite direction from what we desire also disintegrates. That's part of our work. Another part of our work is actually taking a flashlight, holding your hand, and exploring your mind, your subconscious mind, and identifying these black boxes and finding the programs that are running your life that you aren't even aware of and you wouldn't know to ask about. We clear these away as well. As a bonus, for some of our clients that we get to work with for an extended period of time, we often get to address the emotional charges and the memories. When we've had problems or have been stuck for a long period of time, there's oftentimes a number of emotions like shame, guilt, resentment, and sadness that we can't seem to shake no matter how much we meditate or how much we're able to think positively about past situations. And so the other work that we do at MindFix is we get to come in and clear out the remnants and neutralize the old memories and charges from our past experiences. What happens is this leaves us with an incredibly clear mind. We feel amazing. We feel lighter. We don't have internal conflicts. We don't feel like we are fragmented humans with different identities. We feel peace. We feel calm. We feel clear. And we feel that there's absolutely nothing standing in between us and the goals that we desire. We can experience increased calm, happiness, peace, and energy without anything holding us back.